Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Okay, we've got alhamdulillah, a few people online. I'm just going to get started because I just wanted to do a quick live something to say thank you to everybody and jazakallah khair for the for everybody's support basically for the Niqabi Diaries. And I've got some specific people that I do want to give special thanks to, inshallah. Yeah, alhamdulillah, it's been about a year now. We've had a whole full year of the Niqabi Diaries episodes. And it's been great, alhamdulillah. For those of you who don't know, I live in Newcastle. I'm a revert for about 18 years or so. And the way the Niqabi Diary started was I used to do some radio for Newcastle Fast FM, which is run by the Islamic Diversity Centre, alhamdulillah. So basically it was last year? Yeah, obviously last year. Like every year, they usually give me the opportunity to present on their Fast FM radio show, which happens during Ramadan, alhamdulillah. So I had an idea. I thought, well, I didn't want to do kind of like too many shows, but I had an idea to make basically the Niqabi dust, and we don't get to do anything, we're forced to wear the niqab, all these kind of things. So alhamdulillah, that radio show, I wear the niqab, a local radio show from the Islamic Centre, the Islamic Diversity Centre. They gave me the opportunity to do that. Alhamdulillah, that was the beginning of the Niqabi Diaries, basically. So yeah. That's basically it. So I think it was we had 4 shows during Ramadan, and alhamdulillah, I want to thank obviously the Islamic Diversity Centre, Fast FM, all the brothers and sisters, Abu Tayyib, mashallah, and Tayyib as well. I know she doesn't like people mentioning her name, but I have to because she's given a lot of support, even though she likes to be in the background. But alhamdulillah, she's very supportive sister. I have as well Yusuf as well. These are all my local peoples. Auntie Nadira, Nabila, Sandra as well, my sister Anna, and Gigi, and also my own sister Malika. She's not Muslim, but alhamdulillah, she always supports me in everything and always gives me ideas as well for the show as well, alhamdulillah. And then so during last year when I started the Niqabi Diaries, something really nice happened. I contacted Sister Naima B. Roberts, and she was nice enough to actually say yes to doing an interview with me. She couldn't do it live on the show at that time, but we did a pre-recorded interview. So I interviewed her on Skype. It was probably the worst interview ever done. So if you listen to that first episode, it's not like I kind of didn't really know what I was doing, because I was yeah, oh my God, I was really excited and things like that. So, but alhamdulillah, she did the interview with me, and there was a lot of beneficial information shared in the thing and in the session, which was lovely. So, because that was my first interview that I had personally recorded, that is the first interview of the Niqabi Diaries, even though it happened quite a different time from the other ones that I did. Alhamdulillah. So I want to thank Naima B. Roberts for giving her time, because I know she's an extremely busy woman, but mashallah, she always supports me in anything that I'm doing. Anytime I reach out to her, she's always got time to reply to messages, and she's always very supportive and always gives me good suggestions, very good ideas, and really encourages me. So I want to say jazakallah khair to her as well. Who else? Sister Rosaline Batul. Okay, and mashallah, I encountered Sister Rosaline Batul. She was somebody actually who, I don't know how, but she noticed, I don't know if she was listening to Fast FM, but we done one of the Niqabi Diaries episodes, and then what happened was that she reached out and left a message and said she wears a niqab and she's been a model and different things, And then she actually called in live, and we had a little chat on one of the live sessions during Ramadan on Fast FM. Alhamdulillah, which was really, really nice, because at the time we wasn't getting many sisters calling in as well. So to have somebody who wasn't even local reach out, take part, that was really special. And alhamdulillah, since then, obviously we've built a bit of relationship, and she's also, the same, very supportive and, giving good ideas and stuff like that. So alhamdulillah, I managed to get a full interview with her as well. She's episode 3 of the Niqabi Diaries. And then another 2 sisters that I'd really like to thank also is Asia Amar and Khadouj Abyssinia. Those their Instagram handles, or was anyways. But these two sisters, they was also very supportive, and they took time to write something for the Fast FM show that I had during Ramadan, which was really nice, because even getting somebody to write something, and like, I was asking sisters if they didn't want to call in or if they didn't want to be live, just write something to give me so that I could, share some other stories and things like that. And alhamdulillah, they did, even though I didn't know them. That was my first time meeting them. I had contacted them on Instagram. Well, actually, I think it was, Asia Amar. I'd contacted her on Instagram, and she had put me in touch with some other sisters who she thought would be like good suggestions. Alhamdulillah. And as well, I'd also like to thank Sister Marie. She's another local sister. She's not full-time Niqabi, but she tried the Niqab, and she's just been really supportive as well, generally. And then there's the sister who goes by Poetic MD as well. She actually interviewed me for the Niqabi Diaries for my own personal story, so I could share it, because I thought it would be weird if I just kind of sat down and talked about myself to nobody for a while. So she, mashallah, she took time to do that. And even though she's a very busy medical student, alhamdulillah, she took time to do that. So that was nice. And then we have Sister Bint Dul Qadr. She also has been very in the background. I haven't interviewed her, but she's always given me so many suggestions and, good ideas and tips. And another sister was a Niqabi Drawers. She also contributed towards it. So alhamdulillah. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Niqab is a precious gift, alhamdulillah. So those are my big shout outs. Obviously, all the sisters that have taken part, the 52 sisters that I've interviewed that have gone out so far. Wa alaikum salam, Shagufta. She's episode 52. You guys, if you haven't listened already, that was just last Saturday. Check it out, inshallah. Yeah, so that's basically it. Those are all the people that I want to thank. All the subscribers, of course, on the YouTube channel, because alhamdulillah, it's really growing well and doing good so far. And I'm really happy with how it's going. It's a new thing for me. So that's about it. Is that anybody got any questions or anything? Because if anybody doesn't have any questions, then that might be the end. Miss Rebecca going live. Oh, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum, Miss Rebecca. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, that was okay. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to just mention, just like a little summary thing. Okay, so just give some statistics. Yeah. About the Niqabi Diaries so far. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that the different countries that we've I've spoken to sisters living in different countries. So far we've had 17 different countries, including the UK, America, Sudan, Jamaica, India, Denmark, Nigeria, Pakistan, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Egypt, Qatar, Kenya, Oman, Sweden, and Barbados. So I've spoken to sisters that live in all of those countries basically so far, which alhamdulillah, I think that's really nice. Mashallah, it just goes to show. And obviously you see there's Caribbean mentioned in there as well. Yeah, but like it just shows that there's sisters who live in all kinds of different countries, and even hot places as well. Yeah, hot places, like for Niqabis who always get told, like, asked, isn't it hot, like wearing that? Even hijabis get asked that all the time, like, aren't you hot wearing that? But subhanallah, like, look, there's so many countries that I've spoken to sisters where they live in really hot climates and they wear the niqab. Yeah, alhamdulillah. So another statistic, not statistics, but just kind of facts that I want to share with you, like over the 52 episodes that I've done so far with sisters interviewed, their ethnic origin or their heritage, basically. So we have sisters from 26 different backgrounds, including South African and Scottish, okay, which is that sister Naima. I think everybody knows that anyways. And then we had the Polish sister, we've had sister that's Iranian, we've had Sudanese, we've had Jamaican, Bengali, we've had African American, Indian, Argentinian, and Hungarian, Nigerian, Ethiopian, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Pakistani, German American, Gambian, Egyptian, half Polish, Saudi Arabian, Indonesian, Australian, Ghanaian and Bajan, that's me, Czech Republic, Dominican Republic, Somali, Chinese, and Trinidadian. Okay, so that's like lots of different ethnicities, yeah, mix of different places. So just to like give some kind of, you know, alternative, show people that it's not just like Asians or Arabs who are Muslim and who wear the niqab, and we're not forced into wearing it, this kind of things. And another look is at the jobs. Okay, so of all the sisters I've spoken to, we've had about 39 different jobs that sisters do. So we've got obviously the first one, mother, wife, homemaker. That is, mashallah, the most important job in the world. We have sisters who are authors, writers, editors, journalists, business coaches, doctors, wellness coaches, counselors, the eco warriors. Yeah, all about the environment. We've got to remember the environment. It's important. Okay. Teachers, students. Okay, I've included students because, like, I know it's not a profession technically, but students still work really hard. Yeah, most of the time. Yeah, inshallah. Foster carer, hijama therapists, farmer, radio host, graphic designer. What does this say? Oh, alima. Okay, so somebody who's schooled in Islamic knowledge. Artists, so we've had fashion designers, tailors, care workers, entrepreneur, homeschoolers, life coach, accountant, driving instructor. Okay, I'll answer the questions in a bit. I'm just seeing some questions on the YouTube. Driving instructor, we had painter and decorator, nutrition coach, online clothing business, blogger, YouTuber, Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach we had as well, philanthropists, which is like people who do a lot of charity and things like that. Podcast hosts we've had, not me, okay, there was another podcast host, mashallah, that's Sister Camellia's in Bloom podcast, and party planner and a caterer. So we've had like quite a lot of different jobs, and obviously some of the jobs as well that I've mentioned, some sisters do actually more than one job as well. COVID is such a help for us niqabis, but hasn't always been much safer even before the 2020 disease. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, yeah. Like when it happened and everybody started wearing the masks, I was just like, yeah, that's one thing I don't have to start doing now. Just like it's just the norm for me, alhamdulillah. And you know what, like I said this before anyways on another video that I did, but the niqab is so much easier to wear than wearing a mask because it's actually breathable. So alhamdulillah. Well, Amazon packer, mashallah. Wow. Ukti Ahi Alemania. Okay, mashallah. Cool. Okay, so on the YouTube we have Assalamu alaikum, Sister Khadija. Wa alaikum salam, Sister Khadija. Khalid Dunya says, how common is niqab in the city you live in? Okay, in the city I live in, I would say obviously not common. I live in Newcastle, right? But the area of Newcastle that I live in, there's quite a lot of niqabi sisters. So like there's a lot of Muslims in general in the area that I live, mashallah. So it literally every time you go out, you'll see another sister wearing a niqab. You know, it's that common here, like the area that I'm living. But it's a very small area. You know, Newcastle itself is very small. Muslimah channel. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Same here. Look, I felt more comfortable than people with masks. Yeah, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, alhamdulillah. Wa alaikum salam, Nadia Sheikh. In the bus, we touch safely, we breathe safely. Yeah, subhanAllah, it's great, isn't it? Like literally, my dad looked at me one day, we went out shopping. Like I think it was still during the lockdown. We went out shopping and he was getting ready to put his mask on, and then he was going to give me a mask because he bought like a pack of 100 masks or something. SubhanAllah, like my dad never does anything by halves. Yeah, like when he's going to do something, he's always have to like go really extra in it. Probably get that from him actually, but anyways, so he bought like a pack of 100 masks, yeah, and he was getting ready to put his mask on, and then he just kind of looked at me because it was like he was about to offer me a mask, but then he's like, oh yeah, you've already got your face covered, definitely. And he just laughed in it. So alhamdulillah, yeah. And I usually wear my gloves as well, so yeah, alhamdulillah. That was funny, yeah, mashallah. So Oh, Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. And in my home has no holes in its roof. What do you mean holes in the? Okay, it's like wearing protection of my home when going outside, and my home has no holes in its roof. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, mashallah, mashallah. Yeah, so alhamdulillah, it is nice to wear the niqab and feel protected. Alhamdulillah, we always feel protected by Allah. Yeah, that's like the main thing, isn't it? We should always feel that Allah's protecting us, even as Muslims. Even if we wasn't niqabis, that's how we should feel. Have that confidence. But alhamdulillah, definitely. Yeah, if there's no other questions, I might just like wrap this up. Okay. Yeah, Jazakallah khair, Muslim channel. You're making me blush, actually. Alhamdulillah. Oh, Marian. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Ask, like, I don't know if you want, if anybody wanted to join in or something. I don't know. Oh, T-R-R-I. Oh, mashallah. I haven't seen that one before. Okay, alhamdulillah. So, yeah. Protected through Allah's command. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Mashallah. It's been nice, yeah. Definitely be nice. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Nadira. I see you just joined. Mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so if anybody doesn't have any questions, then, I might just like leave. I've got a few people online on YouTube and Instagram. There's a few people. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, alhamdulillah. How are you, sister? You okay? We'll write PM. Personal message. Okay, cool. Inshallah. Yeah. I'm assuming that's what PM means, right? I know people usually write DM these days, but PM must mean personal message, right? Okay, cool. I don't know, like, I swear on the live they've got different buttons to press and things like that. So, okay. All right then. Oh, where do you get your jilbabs from? Okay, recently I bought, do you know what? I'm an eBay person. Let me just be straight, okay? I'm an eBay person, but recently I've bought jilbab from Medina, Paris. Did I buy a jilbab from Medina, Paris? I think it was Medina, Paris. I think so. I bought a few khimars from them, actually. I really like the khimar because I never used to actually wear those, but recently I've been wearing them and I just love it. It's so easy, like mega easy. Like you think even you're wearing the niqab and things like that, but when you put a khimar underneath, it's just like, yeah, this extra, just, yeah, it's just mashallah, it's great. I love it. Yeah. Especially like if you got an abaya, like, because I still got quite a few abayas. Like I usually wear abayas rather than jilbab. So I find them easier because like with all the fabric and stuff, I'm a bit clumsy in it. So I'm still getting used to wearing jilbabs and things. So if you want to wear like, get more coverage for you when you're wearing abaya and stuff, khimar is like number one. Like definitely, I love it. Alhamdulillah. I bought a couple of jilbabs and stuff off eBay recently, and I really like them. It was neat. And I've got one that I've literally kind of been living in now because it's got the salwar, the like the trouser bottom. Walaikum salam, sister, on the YouTube now, mashallah, great, jazakallah khair. Yeah, shoulders not, yeah, mashallah, it's good. Yeah. I think before lockdown and everything, I was doing a lot of work kind of outside, in and out of the home and things like that. So I just personally found it more practical to wear the abayas because I'd worn jilbab like to masjid and things like that, but I'd be falling all over it and stuff like that. So when I had bags and all these other things I needed to carry around for my job, I would just wear the abaya because it was just more convenient. I know where the thing is, but like I think everything you wear obviously it takes time to get used to. Yeah, so alhamdulillah. But yeah, definitely I agree with you. It's nicer, like the more covered the better, in it, like, but everything you have to get like used to it, to wearing, inshallah. Yeah, mashallah. Okay, no questions or anything. Okay, I just jazakallah everybody for attending the live. Oh yeah, actually, I forgot to mention something really important. I've made this. I've basically made a book that goes along with season 1. So if anybody's interested in it, I'll put the link in my Instagram and future YouTube videos and stuff, and then like you can check it out if you want to get it. It's just a $5 actually if you wanted to buy it, but I've made my own because I'm an artist, so I've done illustrations, things like that. So if anybody's interested in getting that, like it's basically got illustrations of sisters, obviously halal illustrations. Yeah, I've got proofs that there is halal, right? So don't worry about that. So yeah, halal illustrations and just with some quotes from each episode that I did with the sisters, and it's alhamdulillah, it's quite nice. I spent a bit of time on it and I like it. It was a last minute kind of idea, but yeah. What's my Instagram is the Niqabi Diaries. Yeah. Same as the YouTube. It's the Niqabi Diaries. Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. So yeah, inshallah. That if you want to check that out, that'll be good. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and yeah, you'll see, like if you follow me on Instagram and YouTube, you'll see probably like, you know, kind of promotions or whatever. I don't like to use that word, it sounds a bit weird, but yeah, I'll be sharing it basically. That's what I mean. Okay. All right. Assalamu alaikum, Jen and Amina. Okay. 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 Waiyaki Muslim channel. MashaAllah. Assalamu alaikum, Secret Rose. I'm just about to leave now. Unless you've got a question, you can ask me anything you want. Kind of halal stuff, of course. Yeah. A Ukt joined. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, yeah. So thanks everybody. That's what I came in here to say. Basically, thanks to everybody for their support. If you follow me on Instagram and you're not following me on the YouTube already, please do so. Because there's actually other videos and talks that I do upload which are not actually the Niqabi Diaries. It's kind of like a side thing, like discussions that I have with sisters. So, and you know, you don't have to be a Niqabi to do those discussions, if that makes sense. Yeah. So discussions about like different things that are related to like hijab and niqab. So I've got kind of that little side series going on. Wa alaikum salam, Sister Hannah. How are you? Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Jazakallah khair. Yeah. So yeah, on the YouTube channel, I've got like discussions and stuff that I've uploaded which aren't actually on any other podcast platform. I kind of did intend to upload them to other podcast platforms, but just didn't get around to doing it. So if you're interested in those kind of other things, like we had a talk where we talk about divorce, like wearing the hijab after getting divorced, and another one was about role models. I kind of want to do a series about role models as well, actually, because I think that's quite important. Yeah, I mean, what a yak, sister. What a yak. Yeah, I can't wait to see for your episode to come out, inshallah. Yeah, that would be great, inshallah.